It's kind of interesting and kind of sad that I just saw this video of a gentleman that stopped this lady in this lovely yellow dress in New York and asked her a few questions about how she feels about herself. And she was going on to say, like, you know, she knows she's phenomenal on the inside, but how she is very insecure about her looks on the outside. And then she went on to say how one of her friends told her recently that she looked like a melting candle. And I was like, oh my God. You have had friends, so-called friends, like I've had friends. I've had friends that told me that one night I looked like a drug-addicted pregnant prostitute. Yeah, that was her comment. And then another night she said something else about my attire, and another night she said something else to somebody else. And I'm like, that's not a friend. I have never insulted you. And trust me, I fucking could. And I would bury you if if I unleashed my comments. But anyways, and then I was like thinking, I'm like, you know what? Because the insecurity, like when it started for me, would have been young, would have been real young. Boys didn't like me or let it be known that they liked me. And then by the time I was 16, even though I was a stick figure, my ex told me that I was fat and went to go buy me running shoes. And then that seemed to be kind of like the men that I attracted would be ones that would always comment on my appearance. They didn't like my curly hair. They prefer women with straight hair. Well, why the fuck you with me then? Like, but when you're growing up and you're young and you're already trying to figure out who you are, and then you've got people putting you down and you don't know any better, you just assume and believe that that shit is true. And if you don't have a mother who's saying, you know, you're pretty, you're smart, or you're whatever, and if you don't have friends that are hyping you up and, you know, supporting you, then you're left on your own with just these, well, I guess they were boys back then, who are like left to nag you and breadcrumb you and insult you, and you don't know any better. So I thought it was interesting because this lady, she was a model and she felt that way about herself. So think about it. If models who we deem as gorgeous and we look up to in all of this kind of shit in today's society don't even think that they're good enough, imagine what the average Joe Blow person like myself thinks of themselves, right? Because you're looking up and going, wow, she's thin and she's this and she's that, and all of these things that go through your head. Meanwhile, she's just as insecure, if not more, than you are. So anyways, I just thought I would share that. I reposted that video. I'm sure you could see it, but it was just very interesting, and interesting that I shared some of the same and similar experiences. And if you've made it this far in the video, if you have friends or so-called friends that are saying shit like that to you, they're not your fucking friend. They are a secret hater, because friends build you up. And if they're not building you up, at least they're not tearing you the fuck down. That is not a friend. A lot of time people are confusing acquaintances as friends. Ask that friend to help you move. Ask that friend for something when you're not feeling well. See if they actually do it. Those are friends. Not people who secretly either talk behind your back or talk about you, or right and blatantly in front of your face say these things that they deem are funny. But yet if you said that shit to them, they'd probably go home and fucking cry. As they should, because it's fucking rude. Anyways, I thought I'd share. You have a good day.